welcome back. I'm Richard Lewis, and I'm up here in the chicken coop. This is a first time for me. We call this the chicken coop. That'll have no relevance to Street Fighter fans whatsoever, but that's what we call it in the studio. And joining me is Sage Ammo. We're going to be taking a little bit of a look ahead, getting technical, and talking about some of the more technical aspects coming for this matchup here with Julio Fuentes and Ricki Ortiz. So, fill me in, brother.
Yeah, so Julio just had a tough loss to Smug, which we saw earlier. I think the big issues that Julio had in the matchup is that up-close game, right? He really couldn't deal with Smug's pressure up close. That was a big issue for a lot of it. There were times where he kind of got those moments, but I feel like whether it's just the lack of practice or maybe just the nerves up on the big stage, he had some big drops, and there's moments where he really could have pieced together a better offensive series, but he didn't get to take advantage of it. And I think a lot of that even started off stuff like he had a great crouching medium punch into a V-trigger, into a really big moment, and he had a big confirm at the second to last round, but didn't turn it into anything.
Well, let's talk about that sort of technical mumbo jumbo, I guess, for if you're a complete novice, right? Because I've had a few people telling me on social media, you know, they're new to the broadcast, they're hearing terms they don't quite understand. I'm hearing stuff like, what's a V trigger, you know? So let's talk about this up close game and kind of break it down for me, what you mean with this terminology.
Right, so Balrog has a really important normal you're going to see a lot of times. It's his standing heavy kick. It's just this big swinging punch that he does there. It's advantage on block, which means if you guys both hit a button at the same time, Balrog is going to be the one getting the hit, right? So you got to be really careful about that. Julio didn't have a lot of opportunities to create that space, right? And against a character like Balrog, that's really tough to do. He has a fantastic up-close game. He's a boxer, you know, that's kind of his thing. And Julio, when he did find those moments to create that separation, he didn't get a chance to really, you know, shine. I think it mostly due to his own errors rather than maybe something else. So I think when you look ahead at this group, it's the standings are all over the place. It could really go anywhere. So when you look at it, it's really whether Julio can kind of buckle down and control those nerves and hit the things that he needs to hit.
Oh, we'll find out if he's going to be able to do that because, of course, we have got him coming up next. But just before that, Malik Forte did speak to Julio Fuentes a little bit earlier today.
All right, thank you, guys. I'm here with Julio Fox. Julio, had to get that right. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a lot of fun.
I can tell, man. You know what? Let me say something, man. Something I love about the FGC is everyone has kick game, good kick game. You got some good kick game, bro. Look at the kicks. Look at the kicks. They fresh.
I got these as a gift from the team and it has my name on it on the back.
Dang, bro.
Cool.
So these are the Echo Fox official boost.
Yeah, see Fox Julio, so it's pretty cool.
Fox boost.
Yeah, so I try my best to make it work. You know? It's hard to match it, but
Word up, word up, word up. All right, so 2 matches in. How you feeling about the tournament so far?
Still really like calm and confident. Yeah. Like I know where I stand right now in terms of my skill level. I know what I can do, and I know what I'm familiar with and what I'm not familiar with. You know, so I'm 1-1 right now, and it's just like, you know, I'm looking forward to the next match. Like, the next matches are going to be familiar for me. Boxer wasn't too familiar. I was training up Ibuki. I won that match. So it's like, it's going realistically according to plan, you know? So I might play, you know, Ricki, Chunli. I'm used to that. Nikali, I'm used to that. So I'm expecting myself to perform way better.
Yeah, I kind of see you kind of got hit from the backside from Smug with that boxer. But, yeah, all right, so now it's time to bounce back. Let's talk about the group in particular, like overarching question here. Is there anybody in particular that you're looking at, like this is going to be a serious threat far down the line?
Yeah, it was actually Martin. Like that was like the only, because I had a bad experience back at home against Ibuki. Like, so I'm a little rusty, you know, and I experienced season 2 Ibuki, and I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. This is the most impossible matchup in the world. So I grinded that match, and I was just like, okay, Marn, I had to like at least grind like my most uncomfortable matchups, and I'm glad I at least beat him. Besides that, the other uncomfortable matchup would have been Boxer, because I heard Boxer's now like the crazy dude too. So other than that, I did well. What I trained for, I got results in. So I'm pretty happy, you know. Like you in these type of events, you can't have a perfect score. I mean, if you're lucky, you get a perfect score, but it's all about the end result, you know. Right. Yeah, so that's all that matters.
You've gotten through like the tough road because those 2 characters you were fearing, you're done. You're done. You don't got to face them anymore.
Yeah, I'm done fighting the 2 characters I was most worried about. It's out of the way. So now it's just easier, you know.
All right, word up. We're gonna be watching the rest of the way, man. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, buddy.
Don't get those shoes dirty, man. It's a lot of dust on the floor.
For sure.
All right, man. Take it away, guys.
And we saw from that interview that Julio, he got that kick game cray, but is his Ken game cray? But on the other side, Ricki, I feel like has the more diversity. You know, she's got the Yeezys, she can rock the Margiela's. Now she's rocking the Converse. But if she loses this next match, it's going to be a complete birdie donut 0-10. If you count from South by Southwest, this, I think, is all a ruse to basically tell Capcom, what did you do to Chun-Li? This is a stage of protest.
You're saying she's playing it up.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Capcom, please. Capcom, onegai. Capcom, por favor. What do you bring back the good old Chun-Li? Yeah.
Well, I feel like the fact of the matter is that Julio is he's so optimistic about his matches, and that definitely shows in his gameplay. And I feel like Ricki is one of those players that is definitely going to get warmed up more than anything. She's definitely going to be able to take control of this pace because Julio has that kind of like optimistic opportunity about like that personality shows in his gameplay, and you see Ricki playing really calm starting off now.
Both of these characters so dominant in Season 1, received perhaps appropriate nerfs going into Season 2. How have they been able to sort of adjust? Julio didn't really have that time as he was taking off time from injury, kept off of the sticks. That's a Season 1 play, the empty jump low. Could have come in with the drop kick.
Nice, gets that jump in, roundhouse right there, and really close to stun. Wake up EX reversal from Julio. That stun bar is going to go down just a little bit, but just getting a little too antsy. Walks into that 2-hit, ending with fireball. And like I said, this is, I feel like Julio being just a little too anxious to get in there.
Have not seen an instant air legs for a while. Perfect jump in from Julio. Takes a bit of chunk of life off there. Already bringing Ricki down to less than 50%. That should take it with the stun. And I love that presence of mind, finishing that target combo with the shorty, getting to build that meter as Chun-Li was already stunned by that point. Will it be a P?
Ooh, nice. Crouch strong, gets the activation on that trigger. Nice push to the middle of the screen. Ooh, overhead.
And this could start a comeback. One more opening clean series will take a stun. No, goes for the reversal to bring that stun down. Ooh, good juggle.
Nice, that V-trigger specific combo. I like it. All right, nice. One round apiece. And I thought Ricki was going to bring it back there for a second. Nice, uses that EX fireball to try to get some ground started. Nice, standing fierce right there. And you see Ricki turning it on right now.
Loving the footsies on display.
Ooh, nice.
What? That was a point bank slide under the Hadouken from Ken.
Nice roundhouse again. Nice jump in. And you see Ricki playing really calm right now. And I feel like now Julio's getting to that groove where he can adjust, because it's really hard to fight a player like Ricki and just try to steamroll. Nice, gets the throw. Great positioning in Ricki's favor.
Perfect jump and no combo ender from Ricki. A curious choice.
Uh-oh. Julio definitely has triggers still available. Needs to be really careful. Nice crouch strong. There's the activation. Back throw into the corner, and this is where Julio wants you to be. Gonna burn that meter.
Will we even see an activation from Chunli? She wants to slide and activate. There it is.
And you saw Ricki okay with just walking and giving up all that space, because she knew that Julio was afraid of just that exact same thing. He's going to back up. He's not going to throw fireballs. He's not going to hit any target combo that ends high, because he's probably going to get opened up, and that's why he was okay with giving up that ground. Still able to take that first game, though. We're going into game 2.
You know, a lot of that champion swagger that NknuckleDu has sort of carried forth after Season 1, being crowned the Capcom champion, Ricki sort of lost that luster, not performing terribly well in the 2017 tournaments, and I feel like that fear factor is gone.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. I feel like Ricki, definitely one of the better players in the country right now, arguably in the world. You have to look at the fact that this isn't some kind of, this is a new game, Season 2, I feel like. It's still in its infancy. There's a lot to be taken away from even tournaments such as these that's going to carry over into the later parts of the season. Oh, nice, crouch short. There's that fireball again, and you see Julio trying to control that ground game just right in front, where she's trying to get that crouch medium punch and get that activation. And there's the dash up.
Oh, a YOLO legs pays off dividends for Ricki, and the back throw for the KO.
Has to be really careful. Like I said before, you can't get too overzealous versus Ricki Ortiz. She is one of the best that has ever done this at this point, and you have to respect her.
It's amazing. Okay, so that would have worked in Season 1. The anti-air one button, you know, standing light kick of Chun-Li would have worked, but here it trades. And that's sort of the major adjustments that Chun-Li has to make there. It made successful in that attempt.
And look, see, now look at the control that Ricki has. Now, this is the footsies that I was talking about.
Yep.
Nice V-reversal right there just to stop it, but I feel like he gave up something using that V-reversal.
Whoa, what?
Oh, wow. Got
Hail Mary. And the stomp stays in the front for the legs cancel. That's probably the first time that we've seen it. Would like to see a little more of that, despite that move getting nerfed. A little more disadvantageous on block than last year.
And like you said before, the anti-air light kick from Chun-Li definitely got nerfed. I feel like that just makes it so she has to be a little more careful with those buttons or jump. It makes her have to play a little more respectful. Ricki doing a great job of adjusting so far, taking that second game. And I want to see what Julio does to try to get that control back.
A lot more fireballs coming out of the opening gambit from Julio.
Unhand me, sir. You don't know me. Nice, there's the throw. And now you see this push.
Oh, that was a Yomi. That was certainly a read. Very difficult to react on reaction at that distance.
Yeah, not too many characters have normals that's gonna make them low profile a fireball in Street Fighter. It's almost unheard of in some instances. So Chun-Li had to do a great job. Trade. Crush counter.
Good trade there for Chun-Li with a lower health bar.
Nice side switch there by Julio. And you see Julio just waiting. That's what I was talking about. You gotta be a little more patient in this situation. It's not over yet though. Trigger is available. Wake up. Spinning bird kick from Ricki. And that is not something that is unheard of, but neither is that EX fireball from Julio. All right, right now, potential last round right here. Julio could definitely take it. Nice push, crouch forward, and you see Julio trying to reach into that range and instantly ready Ricki with that standing fierce.
It's a good trade for Ken on that sweep versus the full Ken. Ken also nerfed in the incoming jumping attacks. So that Tatsu, the medium Tatsu was nerfed, not as difficult to anti-air any longer, and that's why you see Julio burning a bar for the EX Tatsu in midair.
Yeah, you have to know when it's correct to want to spin that bar, spend your resources to try to get that in, especially on a character like Chun-Li with Trigger. Close for the viewer versus Trigger, not going to be available at all for Julio at this point. And look at that great life adding up. Nice medium punch DP for the anti-air. Nice jump back. Trigger is still there for Ricki. Oh, crouch forward. And Julio takes it over Miss Ricki Ortiz.
That's going to give him a nice buffer at 2-1 on the scorecard.
Wow, what a match. Now, like I said before, the fact is that Julio uses that attitude of his